At 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Hi, happy Friday. It is October 21st.
Say that again.
Happy Friday.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Man, that's some sweet music to your ears, isn't it? It's Friday.
Yeah, it's waking up. It makes it a lot easier.
That's true.
Knowing it's Friday.
Yeah, waking up. That's a good thing.
Yes.
And we've had a great week. Looked like the weekend's not going to be too bad. A little warmer, but we can deal with that.
Yeah, we can handle that.
We've only been dealing with it for how many days now?
The whole summer.
Upper 80s. I mean, better than the alternative. We could be talking 90s, right? So it's not that. It's not that.
Yet.
Friday Night Football is shaping up to be beautiful. So we'll start with that forecast. And yes, we've never missed on the field goal. And we don't plan on missing today. Right down the middle.
Yeah, but you're from the same yardage every time. You got to back up one time.
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't?
We like to be accurate over here in the weather center.
Oh.
80 degrees at kickoff, 75 at halftime. We've got some big games tonight. The sunset will be around 6:57. It will be very, very nice. The weekend forecast, yes, it is a little warm. 87 degrees Saturday. Morning clouds gives way to partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. Breezy both days. And we may push 90 on Sunday. But the good news here is we get a cool down on Monday. Rain chances come back into play. And as we look at the rain opportunity here, Sunday night, we start to see some rain chances, but they really kick up Monday and Monday night, where we have a 40% chance. Then everything winds down on Tuesday. How much rain could we see? That's the next big question. We're going to look at that coming up here in just a couple minutes, guys.
All right, we look forward to that, Justin. Let's look at the roads with TransGuide. Things are looking pretty good right now at Loop 410 and Austin Highway. You can see things are moving. Maybe a lot of people are already where they need to be.
We can only hope.
Yes.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
Some health experts say it's going to be a rough winter when it comes to the flu, COVID, and RSV. Children with respiratory illnesses are straining some U.S. hospitals. The good news here is most kids who catch it don't get that sick. For adults, the flu is a bigger concern. Health experts say derivatives of the Omicron variant could cause COVID-19 infections to surge this winter.
There's one out of a dozen other lawsuits now settled in the Astroworld Music Festival tragedy almost a year ago. The lawsuit was against singer Travis Scott and Live Nation. The details of the settlement will remain private. 10 people died when a crowd of 50,000 people rushed toward the stage in Houston last November.
Suicides among active duty service members dropped last year compared with 2020. A new report from the Pentagon shows the number of suicides down about 89%. While that is encouraging news, the overall suicide rate among active service members is up over the past 10 years, and the rate has remained flat among reserve service members and National Guard troops.
The EPA has opened a federal civil rights investigation over the Jackson water crisis. The NAACP has accused the Mississippi Departments of Health and Environmental Quality of discrimination under the Civil Rights Act. Officials say the majority black population in Jackson has received substandard support for its water infrastructure and treatment programs. So far, no comment from the Mississippi governor's office.
Steve Bannon is pushing back on federal prosecutors' recommendation for him to serve 6 months in prison for his contempt of Congress conviction. This comes as he's supposed to be sentenced in federal court today. Bannon argued that 6 months of incarceration is out of step with recent contempt of Congress convictions. He cited 2 contempt defendants who just got probation, which is what he's seeking.
U.S. railroad companies rejected a new sick leave proposal from a union of track maintenance workers. The Brotherhood of Maintenance of Way employees says it will strike as soon as November 19th without a new labor deal. If the union were to go on strike, it will cause the nation's major freight railroads to grind to a halt, stopping the movement of an estimated 30% of the nation's freight.
Following a victory in the Supreme Court, the Biden administration won another challenge to its student debt relief program. 6 Republican-led states lost their case to cancel the president's student loan forgiveness program, which could begin as soon as Sunday. But the Biden program continues to face other lawsuits. However, court observers believe the legal challenge that was dismissed yesterday had the best chance of success.
The Social Security Administration announced Americans can now choose their sex marker in their Social Security records. It's intended to make the system more inclusive for transgender Americans. Proof of identity is still required, but people no longer have to provide medical or legal records of sex designation. Those who update their sex and Social Security records will have to apply for a replacement card.
Early voting for the November midterm elections begins on Monday. Early voting will be from October 24th through November 4th. Head over to KSAT.com and click on the Vote 2022 section. Under the News tab, we have a sample ballot there for Bexar County residents to look at. Election Day is November 8th, and that's today's 9 at 9.
Authorities in Raleigh, North Carolina have released new details of the mass shooting that erupted last week. A new RPG report shows the shots fired came in at 5:09 last Thursday. Police say the suspect shot and stabbed his brother James Thompson inside the family home and then went on that shooting spree. When the suspect was spotted, the Raleigh Police Department and suspect returned fire at each other. Then the suspect barricaded himself for 3 hours in a barn.
Firearm is in his right hand. Shotgun still on the ground. He's still trying to pull the trigger and nothing's happening.
The Wake County District Attorney says an investigation continues.
Variety magazine reports that production for the film Rust will pick back up in January. Friday marks 1 year since cinematographer Helena Hutchins died on set after she was shot with a gun fired by actor Alec Baldwin. Baldwin had been told the gun wasn't loaded. The filmmakers will not return to New Mexico where the movie was being filmed outside Santa Fe. There are ongoing workplace safety proceedings and a criminal investigation in New Mexico. The new filming location has not been determined yet, but it could be in California. It was announced this month that Hutchinson's family reached a settlement with Alec Baldwin and Rust Movie Productions, LLC.
The crossroads of the world could be getting a casino. Caesars Entertainment and SNL Green Reality Corporation announced a proposal to open in New York's Times Square. They want to redevelop 54-story office tower that's home to the Broadway musical The Lion King. It would be called Caesars Palace Times Square. The state approved up to 3 full-service casino licenses for the New York City area in April. Caesars and SNL Green hope to secure one. The license will cost at least $500 million each.
Time now, 9:05 and 62 degrees for now.
Respiratory viruses are spreading rapidly in children. Still ahead, what health officials are saying about the spread.
It's an exhibit filled with artwork by VIA employees and their families, how it's impacting our community and allowing people to express themselves next.
Paintings, photographs, sculptures, and other pieces of art are on display for the 10th annual VIA Employee Art Exhibit.
Tiffany Muertos joins us live from the Grand along Medina Street, where you will find art made by VIA employees, retirees, and their families. Good morning.
Good morning. A very special exhibit here in our community by VIA employees and their families. Like you mentioned, over the past 10 years, they've displayed more than 1,000 art pieces in this exhibit. And it's just incredible. To talk more about this, we have Lorraine. Good morning, Lorraine. Tell us about this exhibit and the program behind it.
We're really excited about partnering with the National Arts Program to help showcase the creativity of our employees. Yes, we have employees that are bus operators, that are mechanics, that work in payroll, many departments. But they have a lot of creativity within them. And we decided about 10 years ago that this would be a great opportunity to showcase that. And they've really embraced it. It's for employees, for retirees, and their family members.
Talk to us about what we can find here.
Gosh, you can find all sorts of art here. There's paintings, sketches, sculptures, multimedia pieces, photographs, just anything you can ever think of. That this is what they've submitted. As you can see over here, I mean, there's even a quilt, my goodness. There's creativity all around us, and they're inspired by all of this.
And the program behind this, talk to us about that.
The National Arts Program allows for us to provide actual cash prizes to some of the winners of this particular competition. We have 5 different categories, and it includes an intermediate, which I'm very excited that you're going to meet our winner of the intermediate category, Mario Quintanilla.
Yeah, he's awesome. Let's go with Mario right now. Mario, good morning. Talk to us about your piece.
Good morning. My piece is it's a clay epoxy that I made. I made them out of a 2-part epoxy clay that you can mold, and once you get them molded, you could start painting them. And I kind of used it to do my friends from work I initially made my brothers theirs, and then I liked the way they came out, so I kind of picked it up and went on making the guys from the department. And I kind of took a little bit of each one of them has a certain thing. They wore their hat this way, or they wore this that way, nicknames and whatnot, and I kind of built off of that. And I kind of just put them together and took pictures of them, involved the picture, made the backing, and just kind of put it all together. And the art contest was coming up, so I was like, well, this would be perfect. So, yeah.
How do you feel about having a space like this here?
Oh, definitely. If I didn't do it here, I think the last time I would do anything like this was be middle school or finger painting as a kid, So I'm glad that it has it, able to come out here and express yourself. Not only myself, but family members. It's a whole family thing. Like families, it'd be perfect.
Are you already imagining for next year what you're going to do? I know the pressure's on.
Yeah, I talked to my wife about it, and I was like, what am I going to do next year? So I'm looking forward to the challenge. The winning is cool, but being able to, the ideas that I'm coming up with in my head and putting them together and actually see them, coming to fruition, I enjoy that as well. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
This is amazing. And just check it out again. I know you all want one of these for yourselves back at the station. David, I know for sure you are like, okay, we need to call Mario.
Yeah, we need to get Mario. We need to commission him to do some of the KSAT people and then see how those go.
Yes, some of the KSAT people.
Oh, fun.
That would be awesome.
Well, the pressure's on for that too.
Man, that's
detail.
We'll have more
that's
coming up on the
impressive.
noon show.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Congrats to
Good
Mario.
job. Yeah. Wow, that was amazing.
They look great.
I need my own little doll, my own little
Yeah, it takes a lot of
figurine.
work.
We could trade them.
Oh, yeah, we could trade them.
It's action figure.
Okay, I'm sorry. Action
Yes.
figure. Yeah, my own little action figure.
in action.
Well, I was waiting for you to say, well, as old as you are, probably not a lot of action, so you'll just kind of sit there and,
We'll have you with, on the basketball court.
in a rocking
there you
chair.
go.
In a rocking chair. David Sears.
On the front court. That was impressive.
It
That
was.
pretty good.
Man,
I mean,
Mario is one heck of an artist there. That's cool.
Takes a lot of time, too. So it's nice that he was able to, get more employees there.
And it's cool that they do that.
Yeah, a lot of hidden talent.
No kid.
Yeah.
Well, the weather obviously shaping up to be pretty nice. We've had a good stretch this week. We've got some changes coming up this weekend, so it gets warmer, and then we got our rain chances on Monday. So let's go outside for you right now. We've got clear skies, 62 degrees. Dew point, this is an important number here. It's on the rise, starting to come up a little bit. So we're going to start to feel the humidity a little bit more. Not today, but Saturday and Sunday. You'll start to feel the humidity. Calm winds at this hour. And we're at 62 New Braunfels, still 55 in Fredericksburg, 51. That's the cool spot right now at Kerrville. It's another morning in the 40s there. 55 Hondo, 58 Pleasanton. You've got 62 right now in New Braunfels. KSAT 12-hour forecast as you plan out your Friday. 75 noontime. We're up around 85 this afternoon, so it does get warmer than yesterday. We've got a southwesterly breeze, and it could be a little breezy from time to time. Some gusts up around 20, 25. And then this evening, you got plans to go out to dinner. Looks great. 77 at 8 p.m. We'll still have those southerly winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, we'll tell you today with the gustier winds, dew points are easing up some, but it's still on the dry side. So there is a risk today for grass fires. And where you see that orange color, that's where we have a high risk. It's basically San Antonio points off to the north and east, and then you get up around Austin, it jumps into a very high risk. So we'll be watching for that. Obviously, things are really dry. So any sort of gusty wind, and when you have low dew points, there you have an issue. Well, let's look at the dew points. They're right now right around 50 degrees or so, and that's the case around the area. But as we get into tomorrow, look at the moisture start to increase. So this is 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We start to move into dew points in the mid-60s, and that puts us in the muggy territory. And that means that we're going to get some morning clouds that'll shift in tomorrow morning. We'll see that again on Sunday morning, too. And the afternoons won't be just terribly humid, but humid enough to where, again, you'll feel it some. Across the country, it is still very, very quiet. We've been remarking about this all week long, just how quiet the weather pattern is for now. It does change, though. We've got a spin out here in the atmosphere out over the parts of the Pacific. That is an area of low pressure. That energy moves in our direction. We've got a trough building up across the northwest. And then we've got what's going on down here. This is soon to be a hurricane. Right now, still a tropical storm, but it'll be a hurricane soon, I think. Tropical Storm Rosalind. Winds are at 65 miles per hour, gusting to 75. It's moving west-northwest at about 7 miles per hour. So the latest track does take it as a Category 2 hurricane near the Mexico coast. This happens by early Sunday morning, and then moves inland pretty quickly. All that moisture moving into the mountains of Mexico, but some of that moisture gets pulled north into parts of South Texas. So initially Monday morning, I think we get a couple of showers, maybe a thunderstorm. It's kind of the first round, that piece of energy coming through. Then we get that trough coming in from the west and a frontal boundary, and so I think our rain chances go up a little bit Monday afternoon. And then again Monday night, with the passage of this front, we could get a broken line of showers and storms. This is around 2 a.m. Monday night to Tuesday morning. And then that will move east. We get the drier and windier conditions kicking in during the day on Tuesday. So that's how I think it times out now. We've got better consensus when it comes to the computer models. As far as rainfall potential, this is going to be a pretty quick moving storm, so I don't know that we get much out of it. Here in San Antonio, right now we're estimating somewhere between 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of rain. You'll get some bigger numbers off to the north and northeast, lower numbers down to the south and southwest. So the extended forecast here, 87 tomorrow, 89 Sunday. We've got breezy conditions, partly cloudy skies, and then a 40% chance of rain Monday, 40% chance Monday night, and then it does get windy behind this front. It cools us down just a little bit. This is Pacific air, not that air coming in from Canada. So 79 Tuesday, 79 Wednesday. Some morning lows back in the low 50s coming up Wednesday and Thursday morning.
Okay, 70s look tolerable after a warm weekend.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in October. It's still going to be warm from time to time. We can't avoid that completely, but at least as long as we got some fronts coming through regularly scheduled, we'll be good.
Okay.
Could the chance of rain increase?
Well, I think it can. I think it will. It's just that the window is pretty small. That's the problem we're dealing with.
I'd like to see 50 or 60 myself.
Instead of 40. Yeah.
We'll try to make that happen.
See what you can do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Better shot. Hey, we can always wish for more, can't we?
Yeah.
9:17, 63 degrees.
Coming up next, we are days away from the Dia de los Muertos festival, and we're catching up with one local band who will be performing and what this festival means to them.
We are just over a week from the upcoming Dia de los Muertos festival at Hemisphere. It's going to be packed with entertainment, and the musical acts were chosen specifically to represent the culture and the history of this special event.
RJ Marquez caught up with the founding members of one local band, hoping to change the way we celebrate the holiday through their unique sound.
When we step on that stage, in that space, it's a very powerful and spiritual moment.
For Nicolas and Joaquin, Dia de los Muertos isn't a new holiday, but a deep-rooted tradition.
My family has been practicing the indigenous original versions of the Dia de los Muertos since I was born.
And it was always very sacred and ceremonial, very familiar.
Now, they're passing on those traditions through music.
Everybody has a very strong sense of cultural pride, right? You know, we are a band from San Antonio.
Sharing the culture and language, history and pride, that's the mission behind Los Nahualatos.
A lot of people have a hard time saying the name Los Nahualatos, and that was intentional. With a name like that comes a great responsibility.
Nahuatl was the first language of Mesoamerica. When the conquistadors came to Mexico, those who translated it into Spanish were called Los Nahualatos, or the interpreters.
You know, that is the root of what we do.
Honing in on their heritage, the band founded the sound they called Chicano Roots Fusion.
We're like the next generation of musicians listening to that stuff that our parents were listening to.
It's cumbias, it's reggae, it's funk and ska and conjunto.
Growing up in the era of Chicano civil rights leaders, much of their lyrics tell stories of the community.
A lot of our songs, as danceable and celebratory as they are, all have very deep messages.
Messages that help others connect to their culture.
And so we want to take that energy to our audiences and draw that connection. Like, yeah, we're all here to celebrate and have a good time, but there's also something very sacred and very real to this event, and that's the kind of energy that we try to bring to that stage.
And Los Nahualatos will take the stage at 6:30 on Saturday the 29th. The free event will feature other live music acts as well. There will be original artwork, dancing, and the largest open altar exhibit in San Antonio. You can also watch from home. Our primetime special will air on Sunday, October 30th. That is from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can catch it on KSAT 12, KSAT.com, and KSAT Plus.
Looking forward to all our coverage. It's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah.
DC's Black Adam is expected to top the box office this weekend.
The latest what's happening in Hollywood. Here's ABC's Jason Nathanson.
Kevin Spacey walking out of court a vindicated man, beating a $40 million civil suit filed by Anthony Rapp, alleging Spacey molested Rapp when Rapp was 14 in the 1980s, while the two were working on Broadway. The jury didn't believe Rapp's story, though Spacey faces criminal charges in the UK, where 3 men accused the former House of Cards star of sexual assault.
Born out of rage.
At the box office this weekend, Dwayne Johnson's superhero dreams finally come true with the release of the DC comic book universe film Black Adam.
This is a movie that I have been trying to make, fighting for this movie for 15 long years. Along the way, I got a lot of no's, got a lot of, well, is there anyone else who you want to play? And there was a lot of questioning.
Black Adam expected to win the weekend, but estimates are all over the place. Most think it'll break $50 million in North America, something that hasn't happened since July.
Here we go. Which one?
The new Julia Roberts, George Clooney comedy Ticket to Paradise might not beat last week's champ, Halloween Ends, for second place.
Have I not given everything?
And the first tracking out for the upcoming Black Panther sequel puts it at a $175 million opening weekend, which would be the second best debut of the year. The first film broke $200 million when it opened in 2018. Wakanda Forever is out November 11th. And happy birthday to Grammy-winning rapper and singer Doja Cat. She's 27 today. While fashion and beauty mogul Kim Kardashian is 42. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Kim Kardashian, 42. She's probably richer today on her birthday.
I'm sure she
She's
is.
made more money.
Every day.
Every day. 9:25, 63 degrees.
And still ahead on GMSA at 9. Coming up in our sports, a recap of last night's big game, the Astros versus the...
Watch it. Oh, we teased it.
Yeah.
We didn't show it because we teased
Not
it.
yet.
Not yet. What is it? What is that? A house in San Antonio sharing the Halloween spirit, and the best part is they share it through the whole month of October. Wow. Ooh. Are those like candy treats?
Yes, I'm looking forward to that story. I love Halloween. Quick look at the roads with TransGuide, looking over at Loop 410 at Austin Highway. Things are moving and it looks really pretty out there. We'll be right back. Let's look outside with live cam. It's really nice out there.
Wow.
There's the sun shining and we're at 63 degrees. What more can you ask for?
This is another porch or patio lunch day.
I agree.
I'd say it's show. And it's Friday, so.
And it's Friday.
So,
Get outside.
so what you do is you go sneak out onto the porch of the patio, eat lunch, and then you just leave.
You just leave.
I'm not going back to
You're
work.
a bad influence, David Sears.
They've been giving people bad ideas. Don't
Bye.
get in trouble. Send your email to David. Okay, let's go outside for you. Yeah, it is gorgeous. And let's look at some of the weather headlines. We start off nice today. It will be a hot weekend. Humidity kicks back in, so it's back. You can't really feel it this morning. I think you will probably Saturday and Sunday. Timing of our next storm system finally coming into focus. The models are finally coming into agreement, so we've got a much better idea of when and where we think the rain will fall Monday into Tuesday, and how much. How much could we see? We'll take a look into that coming up here in just a few minutes. First off, though, 62 degrees. Dew point is at 52, and we have very light winds. Pollen count, it's just molds and ragweed. Ragweed shows back up today, but it's low. 270 for mold, 20 for ragweed. In your KSAT 12-hour forecast, 71, 11 o'clock, 75 noontime. We'll keep it sunny all day long. 85 degrees by 4 p.m. and a beautiful evening. 80 degrees at 7 o'clock, 77 by 8 p.m. and 75 by 9 o'clock, guys.
Boss will be walking down the hall going, where'd everybody go?
And I'll say, David Sears told him to go home. Yeah.
See, and look, the roads are clear, so you can get home real fast. So,
Perfect time to skip out on work. Okay.
so beautiful day out there. So
Yeah.
take those sunglasses too if you're driving. You might need them. Look at
Yes,
those
good
shadows.
advice.
Yep.
And the number of states reporting surges in children suffering from respiratory illnesses is growing, with more than 70% of the nation's pediatric beds filled.
Yeah, with new cases rising rapidly, many hospitals are overwhelmed. ABC's Justin Finch has more for us.
Heartbreaking sights in hospitals across the country.
There was several doors open and you could see infants and cribs that were dealing with the RSV. So that was heartbreaking.
Surging cases of child respiratory viruses inundating hospitals. 71% of pediatric beds nationwide now filled to the highest level in 2 years. This woman's 18-month-old son has been in a hospital for more than a week recovering from RSV.
really high fevers, difficulty breathing. It was a lot of work to breathe. He would cough until he vomited.
At least 36 states are seeing hospitals scrambling to treat a rise in children suffering from RSV, the flu, and other respiratory viruses. Connecticut Children's now treating some patients in hallways as they team with FEMA and the National Guard to survey sites for a mobile field hospital outside.
We will do whatever it takes to take care of the patients wherever we can have them.
Families are urged to bring their children to a doctor or ER if they see signs of respiratory distress, such as fast or labored breathing, fever, or blue or discolored skin on the face, a sign of low oxygen. Doctors are encouraging families to take simple steps to reduce risk.
We could potentially see this going on through spring. We have to make sure we keep up with hand washing, staying home and having your kids stay home if they're sick, and keeping other people who are symptomatic or have cold and flu symptoms away from your children.
And as for why this surge is happening months sooner than usual, experts say one reason is COVID protocols like masking and social distancing are lifting. Doctors also recommend getting flu shots for children before Halloween. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Kind of hard to believe, but we're already in week 9 of the high school football season. And the big game and our big game coverage tonight will feature number 7 New Braunfels Kenyon against number 9 Seguin. Andrew Seeley gives us a sneak peek at what we can expect from tonight's action.
Seguin's really good. They have their offense is good. I know a select few players that they have that are pretty good, but we're gonna go out there and we're gonna fight.
They got a good receiver. They got a couple good receivers. Ex-coaches went there, so it's gonna be like another rivalry game, kind of.
Friday night showdown at Matador Stadium will feature two teams looking each other in the mirror. The Matadors and Cougars both boast high-powered offenses with matching 6-1 records. The only difference? Seguin is undefeated in District 12 5A Division I, while New Braunfels Canyon is 3-1.
We're kind of in the same boat. Some games earlier in the season where we've been in a position in the fourth quarter to come from behind and win the game in those crucial situations. So I think that experience helps.
Look at their games, and then as Coach Bush has in the past, his teams always have a chance at the end because of how they could light the scoreboard up on offense and go super fast. So we're going to have to be able to play all 4 quarters just like we did this last week.
Meanwhile, our Larry Ramirez hits the highway heading north. The BGC road trip kicks off in Smithson Valley where the Rangers host Bernie Champion. After that, he stops by New Braunfels and Davenport High School. And last but not least, FanCam heads up to Piper High School where the Warriors will host a red-hot Veterans Memorial offense. You can catch all the action tonight on the Night Beat. For Good Morning San Antonio, I'm Andrew Seeley.
Pro football coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
Hey, some good news for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. He was able to go through a full practice on Wednesday and Thursday. Looks like the starter this Sunday against the Detroit Lions. He's been out since he was injured on opening day. The Cowboys standing at 4-2 and winning 4 out of 5 at his absence. Bringing Dak back against a team that is 1-4 is just what the doctor ordered.
Just getting the speed of everything, the timing, and I feel like I put myself in a good spot. Had a good practice today. Just excited just to get back out there. Focusing on what I can control, and that's going out there and controlling, getting the timing right, getting on the same page. As I said, there's no restrictions. Don't really feel much, and yeah, excited just to be back. I mean, honestly.
Hey, got some big shoes to fill. Cooper Rush had a good run there for a while. All right, so there's the Cowboys and the Lions Sunday at noon, and then the Texans take on the Raiders Sunday at 3:05. And when the Texas Longhorns meet the Oklahoma State Cowboys in Stillwater tomorrow, it'll be a chance for payback. The Cowboys, after they were able to do what they were able to do in Austin last season, that was to outscore the Horns 16-0 in the fourth quarter and win 32-24. Now the big question going into this year's game, will the Cowboys have their starting quarterback, Spencer Sanders, back? He's been battling a shoulder injury, and so far, Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy has kept his status quiet, coming off their first loss of the season to TCU in double overtime. A lot of riding on this since the winner will be considered one of the favorites to play for the Big 12 championship. Just how important is this game? All you have to do is ask UT star running back Bijan Robinson.
we want to win the road game. We want to win those type of games, especially against a good team like this. This is a really big game for us, for them as well. And we know that, what the goal that we have, this is a championship game for us. And they're going to bring everything that they got, and we got to come right with it.
Cowboys live from Stillwater, beginning tomorrow, 2:30, right here on KSAT 12. And don't forget, it's the North Texas Mean Green against UTSA Roadrunners, 2:30 Saturday afternoon in the Alamo Dome. Coach Traylor looking for 35,000.
Big game.
So that might determine the winner of the conference.
Gotcha.
It'll sure determine the leader of the conference. And then A&M takes on South Carolina, Justin, 6:30 on Saturday nights. Texas Tech plays too, just in case you were wondering.
We were wondering. Thank you.
Good, thanks. Astros take 2-0 lead after their win last night against the Yankees. Third inning, no score. That's gone. Deep to left, Alex Bregman. 3-run shot. That's all the Astros needed. Top of the ninth, Yankees down to their final out. Ryan Presley on the mound with a man on pinch hitter Matt Carpenter at the plate. And that was a check, swing, strike. No, he didn't check his swing because it was called a strike. So he's out. Astros win 3-2. Game 3, Saturday, tomorrow afternoon in New York at about 3 o'clock or so. All right, Spurs and Pacers tonight, 6 o'clock. San Antonio trying to rebound after that opening season loss here in San Antonio. This is the first of 4. This is the weird part of the set. They played like Minnesota like twice. They play them like back-to-back. So they go to Minnesota and they hang there for like 4 days. And play them twice. Yeah.
Again. Well,
next week.
Well, hopefully.
So they're in Indiana, and then I'm sorry, but I forget where they're going after Indiana. But
they're on the road.
But they're on the road. They're on the road
about,
for 4.
Yes.
So it's Indiana, and then I want to say Philadelphia, but I'm not sure. Okay. I have to look that again.
We'll get back to you.
So, yeah. Well, don't you have your schedule in your pocket?
No, I always look it up on my phone because this is what I have with me. I'll lose the schedule.
Well, look it up. See what it is. So
well, it's going to take a while. I'll get back to you.
I always thought you had one of those. Remember those pocket schedules you used to carry?
Yes, but I'll lose it. Time now, 9:39 and 64 degrees for now.
You used to pick one up at like the store?
Yeah. I had it hanging on my fridge.
Remember?
But not here at work. I know what you're talking about.
Home games were in black and road games were in gray or vice versa?
Right. So that way you can see it easily. Dave.
A local family using their house as a big Halloween display. This is cool. Look at this. Wow. We'll have that on. A lot of us have those neighbors that go all out when it comes to Halloween decorations, but there's one house in the Deco district not only gets thousands of visitors on Halloween night.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
So they allow everyone to stop by all month long to take in all the spooky displays. Most of them are handmade. Jen Tobias-Strusky takes us there.
It's a must-see spot in the Deco district for the ultimate Halloween happy space. So we had to come check it out.
This time of the year, Michael Lane, a retired architect, creates Cemetery Heights off the 1100 block of Donaldson Street near Jefferson High School.
We intentionally make a lot of fun and humorous things. Like if you read all the tombstones, they're all fun little limericks and silly tongue-in-cheek things. Generally, we have little certain areas that we start playing with. Like we had the pirate area. We have our mutant plant area.
Whoa, I think these guys are hungry for some water.
Our geriatric skeleton area, which, as the skeletons get older and older, they start falling apart. And so we decided, we'll make fun of that and have this geriatric, area sponsored by Crossbones Ale, which is we made our own little bottles.
A lot of the items you'll see with the displays are recycled. Like this thing right here used to be a Duracell battery display. Now it's this guy's dungeon.
I used to live on a cul-de-sac, a teeny tiny cul-de-sac, and we were in the back of the neighborhood. We'd get like 6 kids, but of course I still went nuts. And so when I married Margaret and moved in here, I suddenly had this huge space, and I was like, this is gonna be great. And she's, patted me on the head, and because I'm saying, I'm gonna use the whole yard. She's like, no, you won't. I use the whole yard.
You'll even find some skeletons hanging out on top of the house. Lane and his wife welcome all visitors to their property to explore take photos, and take in all the fun.
Because just driving by, that's not enough. Because all the tombstones have funny sayings. There's a lot to see inside as well.
And on Halloween night,
oh, we are packed. Because we get a lot of people, bringing groups here because they've been seeing it, in the neighborhood for so long that everybody wants to come here, and it's a magnet site. We usually get about 1,000 kids.
And as you can see, there's a lot of work that goes into every little detail here.
Ooh, I got another foot to go.
So plan your visit now or wait till Halloween night. After all, this entire place is quite the treat, but there will be tricks too.
That's the thing about skeletons is they cheat.
Jen Tobias-Trusky, KSAT 12 News.
So cute, a lot of work. So by the way, Michael has been doing this for years. He sets everything up with a little help from his daughter.
Are those skeletons better at Twister?
Probably. Than us? Yeah, I would guess.
Today on SA Live, you can watch the extended version as Jen takes a tour around the yard and learns more about some of those inexpensive. They're not expensive.
Just takes time and creativity.
And they had the what was the section? Because Justin had some he had some jokes going there.
The geriatrics.
Yeah. Geriatrics. Thanks.
Very creative.
Yes. By the way,
yes.
while you come over here, we checked our pocket calendar.
Yeah,
which these days is a phone.
My phone.
And we actually had it right. So it's Indiana, then Philadelphia, and then 2 back-to-back. They got a day in between, but they play 2 in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Road trip, baby.
So you were right.
For the Spurs.
We just,
right
no more card that you put on your
this is the pocket
refrigerator.
calendar. You don't remember what?
No, I do know what you're talking about now. It took me a second.
We even gave them away here at the station.
Yeah.
But you'd unfold. They were unfold them, and they'd be
They were
now
handy.
everything's digital. Everything's in the
October, November, December,
You have
January.
to look everything up now. I just have it bookmarked. That's it.
Well, that's your.
You remember phone books?
Oh, here we go.
It's a whole other topic.
We can talk about that all day.
The yellow pages.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old days.
This is quicker though.
Remember the good old days when we used to get rain?
Oh, that seems like a long time ago.
Those days.
We have an algorithm where we can kind of put a number to how much rain we need to get out of our drought. And all year long, this number has been astounding, honestly. 18 inches is what it will take for San Antonio and this area that's been really hard hit by drought to get out of drought. And that is now through December. And that is almost an impossibility unless just something wild happens. You look across the whole country, 13.64 inches is needed, 9.48 to the south. So lower numbers, but still a big number nonetheless. And the drought is it's really bad. And the probability of the drought ending or easing by the end of the year, less than 1%. So we're going to end the year likely in drought. We know that. And you look at the numbers for year-to-date rainfall, we're at 8.84. We are still setting the record for the driest year-to-date on record. Now, could we get some rain and maybe change that a little bit, go a little bit down the list by the end of the year? I hope so, but at the moment, it's not looking great. We do have some rain chances coming up Monday night. It's just that I don't think the rainfall totals are going to be huge, and we'll look at that here in just a second. First off, though, we go outside for you. Blue skies, 62 degrees at the airport, 60 at Stinson, 59 Kelly, 62 at Randolph. We got light winds. 54 Comfort, 56 in Bandera, 55 in Hondo, but a lot of 60s as you go east of there. 62 New Braunfels. Both already just jumped up to 66. 66 Canyon Lake. And the forecast high today, somewhere around 85. So a little bit warmer than the last couple days. Most of us will be in the mid-80s today. 85 down there in Carrizo Springs. 82, one of the cooler spots up there in the hills in Lakey. And then tonight, we'll see the numbers fall off into the 60s, but not 50s. So this is the change, and it has to do with humidity. We have more humidity starting to stream in here. And by tomorrow morning, I think we get a little deck of clouds, our morning clouds redevelop both Saturday and Sunday. So look for that. Those clouds will burn off by about mid-morning, and then we'll see sun during the afternoons. So those dew points climb. We start to see dew points in the 50s and possibly 60s by the weekend. And then by Monday, they peak. We'll see dew points get very high. It'll be muggy, somewhat sticky on Monday, but that leads to some rain, I think. And then behind our front that we're forecast to get late Monday night, dew points fall off into the 30s. Down in the Pacific, we have Tropical Storm Rosalind. Winds right now at 65 miles per hour. And this is going to become a Category 2 hurricane, likely affecting the west coast of Mexico here, bringing some heavy rain, some storm surge. And then this moves inland, brings a lot of moisture as it does. So it falls apart, obviously, over the mountains of Mexico. But some of that moisture works its way up into South Texas. And we've been talking about this last couple days. But that energy arrives Monday morning. So that gives us a chance of rain early on Monday. Then our next storm system comes in, taps into some of that moisture. And I think we'll have another chance late Monday, but especially Monday night as this front comes through. This is 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. We should get a broken line of showers and storms, and then that pushes through, and then behind it we get dry and gusty winds. Now Tuesday will be sort of a windy, cooler day behind this front, but not terribly cold because this isn't really cold air behind this front. It does cool us down some, but as far as rainfall potential, yeah, we're only talking about 1/4 to 1/2 inch the way it looks right now. Just because this is going to be a pretty quick moving system, we're pretty confident about rain chances. It's just that they don't stick around for very long. So 87 Saturday, 89 Sunday, 83 on Monday. There's the 40% chance of rain, and we hold that over into Monday night too. A little cooler Tuesday, Wednesday, windy on Tuesday for sure. And the morning lows get a little bit better again Wednesday and Thursday morning.
All right. Well, hopefully there'll be a little bit of rain there on Monday.
Hope we get something. Well, we need a lot to get out of this job, but hopefully we at least get 1/2 inch or something out of it.
Just like to knock the dust down.
Yeah.
At least.
You know?
Yeah.
Walk around one day without it kicking up in your face.
I agree.
We'd need more rain for that.
9:51, 68 degrees.
And next we have some thoughts. Actually, our executive producer in the morning has some thoughts on the new Black Adam movie. Is it worth watching? We'll find out.
Welcome back, 9:54. Our executive producer, Joy Presley, is a movie junkie, so you know she stayed up late last night to watch Black Adam.
So here's her thoughts about the DC comic Black Adam movie, and she said, I was worried about overhyping this movie, but boy, was I wrong. It was worth every bit of the hype and an awesome surprise. Also saying the action is intense and nonstop, so buckle up. And her final thought here, The Rock is epic, she says, dominating the screen in the best way, and whatever you do, don't miss the mid-credit scene. So she's giving this one 4.5 out of 5 stars. So that's a good one from Joy. So if you're wanting some plans for the weekend, you can check out the movie in theaters right now.
4.5? Does she give 4.5?
Not very often.
Must be good. Traffic's good.
Looks good there at I-35 at Powell. Things are moving.
Yeah.
Just looks nice outside, period, Justin.
There's some bright sun out there, too.
I agree. It's nice. 85 degrees this afternoon, 87 Saturday, 89 Sunday. So, yeah, it's a warm weekend. Breezy. We've got more clouds to contend with. Monday, there's a decent chance of rain there, 40%. And that goes into Monday night, too, with a front coming through. And then it clears out on Tuesday. We get windy conditions and cooler Tuesday, Wednesday of next week.
Well, at least today will be nice before that long, humid weekend.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be that humid and not that warm, so it's still nice.
But at least it's a nice balance for everybody. If they didn't like the cooler weather, hey, you have the warmer weather this weekend.
This is the time of year where you can get a little bit of everything during your 7-day forecast.
You can still have breakfast on the back porch tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
Watch the sunrise.
Yeah, and you don't have
fun.
to skip work.
No.
Have a good weekend, guys.